Have you ever wondered how you can control your emotions and train your mind to find peace within the ever-raging storm of feelings, thoughts, and emotions? You're certainly not alone. This quest to find the eye of the storm has been at the heart of many philosophies and cultural teachings, all focused on one thing: mastering the motion of our emotions, using them as a force to propel instead of sink and drown. But how and where do we even start? Did you know that emotions are powerful drivers of human behavior, influencing our actions, decisions, and relationships? From a scientific viewpoint, emotions are complex responses to external and internal stimuli, involving brain regions like the amygdala and prefrontal cortex. Simply put, there are chemical reactions that impact our mental and physical states, guiding us towards pleasure and away from pain. And psychologically, emotions help us navigate social interactions and build connections. But philosophically, spiritual teachings like those from Buddhism speak of emotion as far more than simple chemical messengers. In ancient Greece, Socrates shared a powerful lesson through the story of the three sieves. One day, a man rushed to tell Socrates about a friend. Interrupting, Socrates asked if the story had passed through the three sieves. "The first is the sieve of truth," Socrates explained. "Are you sure it's true?" The man hesitated, admitting he had only overheard it. Socrates then asked about the sieve of goodness, prompting the man to share something positive. Again, the man faltered. Socrates finally inquired about the last sieve, necessity. Seeing the man's hesitation, Socrates concluded, if it's not true, good, or necessary, forget it. Simple stories are often the ones that contain the greatest truths. And it resonates perfectly with another lesson from an equally remarkable and influential historical figure. Feelings are not just emotions that happen to you. Feelings are reactions you choose to have. The essence of greatness is the ability to choose personal fulfillment in circumstances where others choose madness. There are 2 days in the week about which and upon which I never worry. Wayne W. Dyer. One day, a man approached Buddha and hurled insults at him. Despite the provocation, Buddha remained serene and composed. He then posed a question to the man. If someone offers you a gift and you don't accept it, who does it belong to? Perplexed, the man replied, "It stays with the giver." Buddha nodded gently and explained that in the same way, by not accepting the man's insults, he allowed them to remain with the person who uttered them. To react is to give power to words that were said only to inflict harm. Buddha's lesson teaches us the power of our choices when we decide to not accept negativity into our minds. Just as declining a gift keeps it with the giver, not reacting to insults or negativity prevents them from disturbing your inner peace, and thus, they remain outside of your sphere of consciousness. Train your mind to be stronger than your emotions, or else you will lose yourself every time. Imagine a scenario where someone hurls insults at you. In this moment, your emotional intelligence has a chance to shine through. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can pause, reflecting on Buddha's encounter with insults. If someone offers you a gift and you don't accept it, who does it belong to? By choosing not to accept negativity, you retain your peace while allowing the negativity to remain with the giver. The benefits of mastering non-reactivity can transform the very structure of your life. Firstly, it empowers you with emotional control. Rather than being at the mercy of fluctuating emotions, you become the master of your responses. This self-regulation extends to all areas of life, and you'll find resilience and adaptability where there was once impulsiveness and emotional rigidity. Non-reactivity allows you to find inner peace. By refraining from knee-jerk reactions, you grow a sense of calmness and serenity within, irrespective of any external circumstance. This inner peace becomes a guiding light, steering you towards a life filled with lightness and ease. Improved decision-making is another hallmark of these two lessons. When you refrain from impulsive reactions, you gain clarity of thought and perspective. This clarity allows you to make sound judgments, free from the biases of heightened emotions and more aligned with empathy and clarity. Non-reactivity also nurtures healthier relationships. By responding thoughtfully rather than reactively, you gain a deeper understanding of others, deepening your capacity for empathy and effective communication. In essence, the benefits of learning emotional intelligence and unlocking the power behind non-reactivity are profound. And as we'll discuss next, the power of these philosophies is not just about learning emotional intelligence, it's about life-changing techniques that have been practiced before mankind could write and record them. Buddha's teachings and the wisdom of Socrates is a perfect starting point for practicing mindfulness every day. And it is something we all have to consciously practice every day as we redefine our conditioned thoughts and habitual reactions. It seems that for all things involving the mind and body, meditation is one of the most powerful tools for cultivating your emotional intelligence. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Meditation, on the other hand, trains the mind to focus and remain calm. This heightened awareness allows you to pause before reacting impulsively, giving you the space to choose a thoughtful response aligned with Socrates' three sieves: truth, kindness, and necessity. Embracing emotions without judgment is a key aspect of non-reactivity. Acknowledge your feelings without labeling them as good or bad. Allow yourself to experience emotions fully, recognizing them as messengers of important information. They are the signposts of your mind and body, reacting to an experience or stimuli. They are not inherently bad or destructive. Self-reflection plays a vital role in identifying our emotional patterns and responses. Take time to journal your emotions, triggers, and responses. Reflect on patterns and find areas where you can focus on emotional growth. This is an incredibly helpful introspective practice to enhance your self-awareness and to help you make more conscious choices in how you respond to situations. Developing emotional regulation skills is at the core of non-reactivity. Techniques like deep breathing, positive self-talk, and reframing your habitual thoughts can help manage intense emotions. These practices create a buffer between stimuli and reactions, giving you greater control over your emotional responses. As we all know, stress can exacerbate your emotional state of mind. Recognize when emotions are overwhelming and give yourself permission to step back. If possible, create space to process your emotions before addressing those situations. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. William James. Imagine emotions as simply waves in a vast sea of life. Understanding and controlling yourself in the tide is not just about safe navigation. It's the art of sailing through the inevitable rise and surge of emotion. When we learn to ride these waves, we harness their power to propel us forward instead of letting them sink us, leading to a happier, more fulfilling life. And as Elizabeth Kenny said, "He who angers you, conquers you." See you soon, curious soul.